So it's challenging, and I like a challenge for these guys.
You know what, Pete? It's our pleasure. We came in at a really good heat because we have the defending event champ in Jesse Mendes. He's out there in the red jersey. One of my homeboys in the blue jersey, championship tour surfer. And let's take a look at what happened during that break with Zeke.
Well, we saw a lot of scores come out of these lefts, but Zeke gets his campaign underway straight into a right. And look at the speed he carries. Look at this. He's going to get barreled. Are you kidding? We saw one barrel earlier today from Griffin Colapinto on the warm-up, and this kid just got barreled in his heat. And it's going to, I mean, that's something, you're showing the judges something different. I mean, it's pretty darn rare that you're going to see barrels. We haven't seen one really, truly all event long. And he was in there. You know, it didn't have that clean exit, so that'll factor into the score. But what a way to start the heat.
Legitimate. 6.17. Here's Jesse Mendes.
Been surfing so well in this event. So relaxed. Surfing big. Surfing mature. Surfing like a championship tour surfer. You know, I know that he's going to be on the tour next year. No mistakes and so confident. I mean, he is just floating down the beach. There's only 5 QS 10,000s on the tour. Really important.
As we go to live action with Ezekiel Lau utilizing the left this time. A couple of snaps on the backhand from the young man from Kapalama Heights there in Honolulu, Hawaii. Let's see the finish, and an important finish right in front of the whitewater. Show some completion. Likely to take that wave to the beach and do that.
He would be loving these conditions.
Mendes, big snap there, throws the tail a bit, a little bit of drift. Pulls the handbrake on that one and rides out. So good job for Jesse Mendes.
So you take a look at the replay here, but I was talking about the fact that this, in his build, this would be right up his alley. Much different than what we, if we were going to be running a Cockavello, should be quarter the size. You know, being that's a little bit bigger here, that power is going to play a big role. Another great wave, no mistakes. He's going to get a solid score in the books. Kind of back up that 6.17, but I'll tell you, the judges are being very harsh. It's hard to get a 6. Take a look at the replay here. That's the handbrake slide. Beautiful work there. We saw that same type of maneuver from Maxime Hutzkin on the last heat. Was able to get a pretty good, decent score, but this one's comboed up with 2 turns. Got the nice carve on the outside and then there, attacking the lip. That layback snap drifting even further as he went down the face.
He's got his board caddy on the beach in Tatiana Weston Webb. We'll see Tatiana when we return to action for the women, and we'll look at live action here. Ryan Callinan is on his first real important wave because he opened up with just a half-point ride, and unfortunate for Callinan. Goes down there. He was on the big show. He wants back on the big show of the championship tour, currently rated 38 on the QS from Newcastle, Australia. Ryan Callinan.
I mean, come on, it's fun to watch.
It sure is. Here, Callinan on the forehand, attacking that first turn, throws the tail, lay back, and executes on that closing maneuver. That's more like it from Ryan Callinan.
Well, let's see where this one goes in the scale of things. That's the kind of wave he needed. Take a look at the replay here. Again, carrying his speed nicely. He sees the section down the line, had to cut that turn short, but exactly the reason why, because he wanted to get to that section. Lays into it, gets his whole body submerged in the water. Again, from up high in the sky, eyes that section down, starts the turn before the whitewash, and then once he hits it, that's where he can get the release. Drives all his weight over the front foot, pulls it out before he gets to the bottom of the wave, so he can kind of ride out of the transition with speed. A number that we talk about 18,000, but 19,000 is a safer number.
This guy's not worried. Jesse Mendes, not only is he a defending champ here at Cascais, he is also already qualified for the 2018 championship tour. So with that, Peter, let's take a look at last.
Reflecting on Jesse Mendes and what his performance, and he's got to create some sort of drive, right? You got to it helps to be able to have some sort of pressure. Yes, I mean, the goal is achieved of getting qualified, but also now he looks at another goal. It's winning the qualifying series, maybe getting even opportunities later in the championship tour events by leading that qualifying series, and then that gains experience. As we watch this replay here of that 7.5, smaller inside wave, but it had a bunch of opportunities for nice sections, especially this finish move, attacking. He's riding a little bit bigger board. He's got that pintail. That helps him to have that positivity on these bigger waves and these bigger sections with all this wind.
Did get a start at stop number 2, but we'll get back to that as we go too. Zeke Lau banking off the top, and that's a difficult section. A lot of whitewater crashing in front of Zeke, and that's all he's going to get. Looking to improve upon his 3.8.
But the coach is saying that that'll open up the right-hander, so we'll see more rights being ridden as the day goes on.
2-for-1 combo, bro. 2-for-1 combo, just like you said, Keipel.
2-for-1 special. We're looking at Ryan Callinan. Slams it off the top, hooks it for the second turn. Has to ease through a cut back in some difficult water as the wave splits into two. He's able to hop up the curb there, but has to kick out as that thing just gets completely disjointed. Zeke Lau floats the foamy section again. Looking like a difficult wave face to surf. The wave splits into 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces before Zeke kicks out.
With 5.5 minutes to go, that is not a safe position, not having a solid score, because Ryan Callinan's coming for Zeke right now. Carrying a lot of speed through this first section, but he's got to utilize it and put it somewhere. He does in that first section there, carrying again a ton of speed into the second maneuver, looking for a 5.48. And I think this wave's going to be right there.
Huh. Good.
There was, I mean, if I were to pick it apart, you know, a 5.48, or now it's actually been lowered. It only needs a 4.98.
Heat leader in Jesse Mendes up and riding, slashes that, gets a little caught up, but able to ride out in front of the whitewater and just gave up priority, first priority to Ezekiel Lau. And going to be out of competition. It's just moments away. I hear the beach announcer, the countdown. Here comes the horn. And it's Jesse Mendes and Ezekiel Lau advancing on to round number 5, the round of 16. Your thoughts, Peter?
I'm looking at Zeke Lau, knowing that he had that priority over Jesse Mendes. He must have known he was in second place, because to be able to cover himself, even though all that wind's out there, that was just Zeke playing smart,